just like to thank the Sturt Footy Club for giving me the opportunity to relive the 2016 Grand Final of the second half. Without doubt, probably the greatest day of my life. Being able to win a flag for the Double Blues after supporting them for my whole life, ever since obviously Dad sort of played with them throughout the 90s and then followed them throughout the 2000s and all of that. And unbelievable day, and I cannot wait to relive the second half here and go through and give some of my personal insights about what happened, and obviously the greatness that occurred throughout the game. So here we go. Firstly, I remember walking out at half time, out into the ground for the third quarter. I was a little bit rattled. Scott McMahon gave me some sort of spray during half time because Michael, there's a little bit of a scuffle on, and Michael Wonky shaped up and tried to punch me, and I've flinched big time. Scott pulled me in at half time and gave me an absolute spray. So I was a little bit rattled coming out for the third quarter, but at the same time, let's see, I think we're just a little bit, the scoreboard's pretty close at this stage, and I just had a really good feeling. I remember coming out at half time knowing that we were going to be obviously in this game, and felt like we're a really good chance to go all the way and win the flag for the footy club.
Target really in the forward zone. He's got a couple to beat, comes out strongly. Oh, that's terrific defensive work going back.
Great coach there from Brody. He did, when I did mention to him that I was going to be giving some comments on that game, he made sure, he let me know that I should point out his courageous acts throughout the third quarter, and I'm guessing that's what he's talking about. Good on you, Broads. Really going back really strong there and getting in front of Wunks. So good on you, mate.
Onto the chest of Wonky.
That was superb.
I do remember at this stage being a little bit worried with the way that Wonky was going about it. Obviously, Roon couldn't have done much there, but he's obviously a dominant forward and was for many years for the Eagles. And he was always going to be the one who was really good enough kind of threading us this day. I can't remember if he kicks this goal or not, but we'll see here. He's put it through. Okay. It's low score, and obviously that's the way we sort of wanted to play throughout the year, I guess. Just really grind teams down, keep it in tight, and let our inside guns like Kirky and Bats, Broads all go to work on the inside. Obviously, we had a pretty good, very dominant ruckman in the big O's man, big Jack Osborne. So low scoring games are certainly our forte throughout the year, and this was no exception until later on in this game where we blow it apart, which I cannot wait to relive. I think an underrated role from the grand final day was Sam Jonas's role on Lockie McGregor. He was a very, very dangerous small forward. He was about 4'5" but could take a hanger and was just so quick and incredibly skilled and agile and all of that. And Sammy held him at bay for the majority of the day, so that was massive for us.
The race for the footy, 1-on-1 here. Former Crows teammates.
That was actually a massive contest from Brody. I think you sense, and looking back on it now, the Eagles sort of had all the play in the first 5 or 6 minutes of that quarter, and Petrenko's obviously one of their really good midfielders. So for Brody to win that 50-50 with the help of Crocs, really, and put it back into our forward half was that's a big contest. So well done, Broads, and good on you, Crocs of PM as well. Thank you while we're here. Good to see Dylan Gamble buzzing around as well. Obviously, an unbelievable story, him, and an absolute great man as well. For him to come in and win the flag and play a part in it was an unbelievable story for the great man. So good on you, Gambo.
And every chance they get, here's another bloke who does it well.
Kirky's left foot is something to behold. I think you'll probably agree with this. He can kick his left foot further than he can kick his right foot, which is unbelievable, and obviously pinpoint it there to Beardos.
Kicked a goal in the second term. Corey Beard, they need...
Once again, that shows how big Brody's contest was on the wing against Petrenko. I mean, like, if he doesn't win that, then we're probably under the pump down in the other end, and instead we get a few repeat stoppages and Pig Dog and Kirky go to work, and the bad man puts it through. Obviously, he was a massive forward for us throughout this year and the year before and the year after as well, as I found out when I was at the Mag. So obviously game in the balance at the moment, pretty nerve-wracking times, but that was a big goal there on the back of some really strong play. Apologies to Aiden Riley as well. Don't think I mentioned him before when I was talking about our dominant midfielders. He's probably right up there with the best dominant inside midfielders outside of the AFL. So, apologies for not mentioning you before, Aiden. Congrats on the kid as well. Good on you, mate.
And also Lewis leading the race there, but this is...
Here we go, tease. The earliest celebration I have ever seen from John there. Hopefully they show the replay here. He got the wings out straight away. At this point, I'm thinking, we're a genuine chance. Look at this. Bang. Wings out. Get around me, he says. Oh, how good's that? Yeah, out by 9 points. Now we really got our tails up. And I think this quarter sort of exemplified the way we went about our footy all year. Obviously, we're under the pump for the first probably 6 or 7 minutes of the quarter. And then I just felt like we won lots of 50-50 balls. We were able to win the contested ball and then getting it forward. Wasn't anything pretty about Page's entry there, but I suppose Harmsy and Greeny both working together and Greeny finishing off really well.
Pressure again, though. Sturt now under the siege. It's Eagles.
I agree with Tim Ginniver there. I felt like they did. We can clearly see that they are putting on all the pressure now. I think they probably own the first bit of the quarter, and then we sort of own the middle part, and now they're really owning this part of the quarter.
Kafrida comes across. Osborne did well to get down.
But having said that, I suppose they've only just kicked the one goal. So I suppose Fraser and Squid, Scotty, Pagey, Roon down back. Sammy Jonas really held up really well during this time for us, which was obviously massive going forward into the back end of this quarter and the last quarter.
IGA League Grand Final, and it's just been an absolute ripper.
About 20% up on what we saw last year, Tim, so full credit to the sample and everyone working.
With Scott there just doing a bit more on-field coaching like he did all year. Since winning a couple of flags at Sturt, he's headed up to Murray Bridge and coached my home club Imperials to a premiership. Took them from bottom to top, which was unreal. So Scotty McMahon knows.
Lewis, one of 8 Eagles in the side that played him.
Just has to go up the line. Riley Petrenko.
Really nice push in the middle of the back there from Pig, but not sighted by the umpire. And now a nice floater that's somehow landed in my lap in a spot where I probably shouldn't have been, but all good.
Only have to take your mind back to last week, and Lienert was able to nail a long goal from outside 50.
Big kick.
Tim Ginniver, not from an angle this tight.
It's pretty nervous at this stage. I think sort of wanted to hit it well and hit it straight, and it's pretty lucky that I have hit it pretty well, and it's drifted back a little bit on the wind, which was good. And I suppose the celebration, I gave it a lot because I was very, very pumped at the stage. I couldn't really believe it and all of that, but I cop a little bit for the celebration these days when I see people and stuff. But I remember I kicked the goal in the prelim, and I said to myself, if I kick a goal, I'm going to give it a little bit more in the grand final this week, and I suppose I did. And there it is. I'll cop this. I'll cop the stuff I get for it, I guess, because it was a good moment for me in my life, and very passionate that we were going to what we're about to achieve, hopefully in the next 45 minutes or so.
McMahon, the standing start, drives long.
Very strong play there from Pig Dog, obviously spinning out of the tackle and getting it to Greeny, who hits up Beardy. And obviously, I think the siren's about to sound for 3/4 time here, and just have a look and see how many times this football spins off Beardy's boot.
Rested back the momentum, and this will really take him into the 3/4 time break on a high if Beard can convert.
Oh, that is an absolute balloon, and it's gone through. And at this moment, when things like that sort of go your way, you sort of think we could be well and truly on here. Obviously, what are we up by now? I think we're up by 14 points going into the last quarter. So, yeah, unbelievable scenes, seeing that ball wobble through in that disgusting fashion. But all pretty pumped going into the into 3/4 time right now. I think the main message from Kirky's speaking to us at the moment, just telling us all to calm down a little bit because we've got a big quarter to go.